Anything else? No. So let's go inside. Oh no, shit! Oh! And we're back with Nightmare Frames. Hello, welcome. We are on our way to solve a mystery about a dead dog. Also, I already played like 10-15 minutes and didn't realize that I didn't hit the recording button, so a few of these things are not as surprising to me anymore as they are for you. So yeah, but I didn't play that long. Man, you could go and ask him. He has a lot of free time. No one in town goes to church. Shit! Good lord. Anyway, so we're in the city of Serena, where Keller was last seen, and also where the journalist apparently spoke to Keller and watched that horrible movie, that apparently exists, maybe not, and then vanished. There's a girl missing. There was a girl missing in the 70s, and a neighbor just reported that their dog was killed. And that last thing is the one that we're going to inspect, even though I don't know why, because it's so miserable. Chief Floyd used to renew any posters that got damaged. He's no longer with us to do so. Yeah, so the police station is not really fully functional. Just in case, I'm just, you know, updating you. And the chief of police from another town just occasionally visits Serena. An old Mary Elizabeth Hellman search poster has weathered the elements since the 1970s. Alright, nothing else, so let's go. So we got Aaron Lake, Lambert River, the city, and there's Gordon Daggett. Despite his affection for his pet, Gordon Daggett forbade him from entering the cabin. There's nothing inside except traces of hair and the occasional chicken bone. Aww. Milo's diet consisted of chunks of stale bread and the occasional bone from the animals Gordon Daggett butchered. Yeah, let's get some soggy bread. Who doesn't? The rain has barely softened this piece of stale bread. Ugh. People tend to think that California is an arid climate, but there are some areas where the winter is very harsh. Serena also has a special microclimate. As long as his woodshed is not empty, the cold is no problem for Gordon Daggett. Gordon Daggett struggles with back pain and has difficulty wielding an axe to cut firewood, although he would certainly have no problem using it to threaten anyone who dared to snoop in his woodshed. Gordon Daggett is stronger than he looks. Gordon Daggett would not be pleased if you took his axe. The carcass of a poor fawn hangs on the wall while the flies hover over it. The corpse radiates a terrible smell. You don't know how long it has been there, but probably too long in any case. That's such a waste. Man, killing an animal and then just letting it rot? Not okay, Gordon. Several pelts hang from the porch. You find it difficult to identify which animals they belong to. The fate of these animals upsets you so much that you would not wear one even under the threat of severe hypothermia. Well, if it came to that, yes, maybe you would. Of course you would. Solidified dust accumulates on the window panes. The dirt accumulated on the glass and the darkness inside the cabin makes it difficult for you to see clearly. Okay. You don't see a doorbell next to the door. Well, let's knock then. You hear a gun being cocked on the other side of the door. Shit! Shit! Take that, you motherfucking witch! What the fuck are you doing? You don't sound like a witch. That's because I'm not a witch. Who are you? I'm Alan Goldberg. I'm Bowman's deputy. Bowman has no deputy. He does now, goddammit. Alright. Get off that porch and stand in front of the house. I'm coming out. If this is a trick, I'll blow your head off, you goddamn witch. Look at him in his little overalls. You look like a man and dressed like the deputy chief of police. Prove to me that you're not fucking with me, witch. You know what? I only came here to help, and I will not tolerate having a shotgun pointed at my face. I'm leaving. Wait! Did Chief Bowman really send you? Yes, damn it. And put that damn gun down. Okay, it's nothing personal. I just had to be sure. Let's get this over with. Bowman told me that... Bowman, huh? Why hasn't he come in person? You can tell he's not one of us. He's looking for that girl. Sarah? Sarah Jordan. The last remaining young person in Serena. God sure knows how to punish us. The chief should stop looking for her. She'll never show up. Like Mary Elizabeth Hellman. Anyway, come with me. Oof, happy town. Aww. Good God, what's that smell? The river. You'll get used to it. All the Wade Creek factories used to dump their waste here years ago. They use Serena as a sewer. Do the townsfolk drink this water? Do we have a choice? Focus on what you came here for. There's Milo. She came out of those bushes on the other side and made her way through the rocks. Then she attacked Milo and began to eat him. Ooh, the witch, damn it! She was crawling on her belly like she was a snake. She only used her arms to move. Maybe your imagination was playing tricks on you. Maybe what you saw was... It was a witch! I saw her, just like I'm seeing you. Alright, calm down. I take a look at your dog's corpse and report back to Chief Bowman. Do what you have to do. I'm leaving. I don't want to be here in case that witch shows up again. Before you go, may I ask you something? Spit it out. Does the name Edward Keller sound familiar? The Hollywood guy. Yes, exactly. What about him? Is he still in town? I don't think so. He hasn't been seen for years. Did you get to know him? No, he didn't talk to anyone. Except that journalist who lived here at the time. I don't remember his name. Maybe Robert Saxon remembers. Ask him. He used to be friends with that guy. Where can I find him? Now? At the bridge. He's usually over there at this time. His wife hanged herself from it. He goes there every day. That's so sad. When you're done, let me know. I'll take Milo out of here and bury him. And tell Bowman to arm all the men in town. We must hunt down that infernal creature. Man, I hope that the witch is not like an unfortunate girl or woman who has no legs anymore because they're crawling like a snake with the arms, you know. Oh, please not. I don't know. Milo, Gordon Daggett's dog, lies on the ground, victim of a horrific attack. Oh man, this is not something I wanted to see today. What strikes you the most about the whole scene is the stone. It appears to have been used to violently bash his skull in. The muzzle is completely dislocated, as if the upper and lower jaw had been forced violently in opposite directions. The dog's belly has been cut open. You don't know much about canine anatomy, but you'd swear some organs are missing. There's blood on his nails, which indicates that Milo tried to get away from his attacker. Okay. You have finished examining the scene. Let Gordon Daggett know that he can now remove the dog from here. Ugh. Before the state's water quality law was passed, Wade Creek dumped tons of chemical waste into the river, giving it the stench it has even to this day. This river should be declared a disaster zone. Wade Creek has 2 railroads. This one that you see is used primarily to supply material to its factories. Lots of freight trains pass through here every day. If you wait, you may see one go by. I think we did in the background. Alright, I think that was it. So let's leave this horrible place. So that's the river. Man, that's like the dead dog. That's uncalled for. Let's first go to Gordon and tell him that he can bury Milo now. I finished examining Milo. Thank you. I will prepare the stuff to bury him. Alright, well, okay. Yeah, I mean, what did I expect, you know? Okay, let's go to the bridge. What is it, Ellen? You seem to have lost your way trying to find a shortcut to the bridge. Anything? No. Okay. Good lord. Oop. Remains. The scorched body is missing its lower limbs. Perhaps they are among the smoking pieces that are scattered around. Going by their size and build, you deduce that the remains belong to a teenager. Maybe they belong to the missing girl that Bowman is looking for. Either that, or Keller had somehow enchanted the missing girl from the 70s, and now that he has a new victim, he got rid of her. Which, and that's horrible. On all accounts, it's horrible. Freeze! What? Man, you... Oh. Who are you? Why are you wearing Chief Lloyd's jacket? Take it easy, boys. He's with me.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's my new deputy. I need to talk to him. I know there's been no luck, but thank you very much for your help. We'll keep in touch. Alright. Freeze. Who the fuck are you? What are you doing here? Are you lost? I think I found the girl. Her corpse. What? Where? Here, come. Dun dun dun. What? Where is it, Alan? It was here. That log? I swear. Never mind. You haven't even been here for 24 hours and you're already seeing visions like the locals. I don't know, Rick. I thought that... It doesn't matter. We could not find the girl. Either the earth has swallowed her up, or most likely someone has snatched her. I will issue a search warrant beyond Serena. I hope I'm wrong and she shows up somewhere, preferably alive. Have you talked to Daggett? Yes. So? He said a witch appeared in the river and ate his dog. A witch, huh? Fuck. The girl is missing and this idiot wants me to deal with a witch feasting on his pooch? Obviously, the part about the witch is hogwash. But there was a bloody stone next to the dog. I very much doubt that the dog hit his head on it and died. I think that someone used it to crush his skull. You know what I think? I think Daggett was the one who killed the mutt. Why would he kill his own dog? If I knew what happens inside these people's heads, I would become a shrink and make a fortune here. I don't think you would make a lot of fortune in this poor town. I don't know, Alan. Maybe the pooch was old and no longer useful to Daggett as a hunting dog. Maybe he was fed up with him, smashed his head in, and then felt remorse for what he did. To avoid admitting it, he makes up that witch story and comes bursting my balls to get some extra attention. Not bursting, busting, I'm sorry. Case closed. Whatever you say, you're the expert. Apparently not. Let's move on to something more important. I've been talking to Mike and Fred about your stuff, the Keller thing. They have no idea, but Fred said that Father Adamson had some relationship with him. You could go and ask him. He has a lot of free time. No one in town goes to church. Not even Jesus drops by. Ha 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 ha. Get it? Nah, yeah, unfortunately I do. By the way, where were you headed? To the bridge. Be careful in those woods. You wouldn't be the first one to get lost. We better get back to town. I'll show you a shorter way to the bridge. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's go first to the bridge. Also, why didn't we tell him about the snake slithering person without limbs? Because that might be crucial evidence. Oh, but Ellen, you know, Ellen. Oh, that is so sad. What's that down there? Rocks. There's a small teddy bear trapped among the rocks. You can reach the stuffed animal from the bridge. Oh, so we need it? Oh, there's a crow. Probably influenced by the use of this animal as an ill omen in literature, crows have always struck you as ominous creatures. They're amazing. They're fantastic. You have no intention of disturbing the crow, although it wouldn't hurt if it stopped cawing so frequently. They're very smart and playful. Very, very cool and very social. The people of Serena keep complaining about how the factories in Wade Creek used to dump all their waste in the river. The fact that they themselves use the river as a landfill is another story. You can reach all that junk from the bridge. Okay. Every week, Robert Saxon religiously changes what used to be his wife's favorite flowers. Respect Saxon's grief, Ellen. I didn't want to do anything. Robert Saxon stares at the horizon, losing himself in his memories. So sad. Robert Saxon? Yeah. Gordon Daggett told me I would find you here. What do you need? Daggett said you come here every day. Yes, my wife. She hanged herself from this bridge. I'm sorry. She couldn't bear the death of her daughter Nancy. Oh! May I ask how your daughter died? Forget it, pardon my impertinence. Don't worry, it's a pleasure to talk to someone from out of town. Even if it is about this. People around here are not very prone to conversation. They're quite special. You're not from here? No, San Francisco. We wanted a change of scenery and to live in a small town surrounded by nature. And we made the worst choice of our lives by moving to this damn town. My daughter Nancy died in the high school fire. I've heard about it. Serena's history is written in blood. There have always been misfortunes here. But what happened to the high school? They had a small basketball team. It wasn't even federated. But they brought in all the youth every Friday. Ooh. When the fire started, most of the town was there. Parents, young people, children. Nancy. How did the fire happen? Were there any survivors? A gas leak, they said. The fire dilated the door of the gym and no one was able to open it. 80 people burned to death. Wow! There were no survivors. A real tragedy. I'm so sorry about your daughter. Kate suffered from severe depression. I couldn't do anything for her and the only way out she saw was to... It's alright, I understand. I come here every day to mourn her death. I have no tears left, but I have nothing else to do in this damn town. Damn! Did you know a Variety reporter who was in Serena some years ago? Sure, Bill Eastman. He was a friend of mine. Not many people from Los Angeles used to come to Serena. You're from Los Angeles too, right? How did you know that I'm from LA? The way you talk, I guess. Did he ever mention Edward Keller's name to you? Yes, of course. That was the reason he ended up here. It had been a few months since Keller had moved into Serena when Bill arrived with the intention of interviewing him. Keller turned him down several times until he finally budged. Do you know where I can find him? He married Florence, a local girl, and they moved to Wade Creek. He didn't want to go back to Los Angeles, let alone stay in Serena. Although they didn't intend to go too far away either. Florence had a sister here. Haven't seen them since they left. They haven't shown up around town either. So I can't tell you exactly where he lives. By the way, what do you want with Bill? I'm looking for Keller. I think your friend might be able to give me some clue about where I can find him. Keller, a sinister fellow. He used to be seen walking around town, but we never knew where he lived. Ooh. You think Bill might know? I hope so. Let's see. Bill used to write for the Serena Gazette, the closest thing to a newspaper we've ever had. I know that sometime later the publication was still receiving articles from him. His address might be in the Gazette's archives, if you can get to them. What do you mean? The Serena Gazette was edited in a basement, below Stephen Talbot's repair shop. Many years ago, Fred Gunton, the tenant, got fed up with Talbot not paying the rent, so he threatened to kick him out. Talbot's answer was to take a bulldozer and tear down the repair shop. That's Serena for you. Sanity is a rare trait around these parts. The Gazette is still there under the debris. If you can get to it, you might be able to find Bill's address. Damn, okay. Can you tell me something about Keller? What little I know is what Bill told me. Apparently he came here to shoot a movie, but we never saw any cameras or equipment. What happened to Keller? I have no idea. One day he was no longer here. He disappeared, just as suddenly as he had arrived. Can you tell me something? Oh, okay. Bop, boop. Okay. I must go! Take care. Sorry. Can we use the bread with the crow? You won't shut the crow up with that. With the rocks? You won't be able to catch the stuffed animal with that. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Let's go to the Serena Gazette first. I wanna look at this. Debris. Several objects protrude from the debris. What are debris? You rummage through the debris for anything useful. There's nothing useful except for an old gas can that still seems to have some fuel left. Alright, well, okay. Anything else? No. So let's go inside. Oh no, shit! Oh! Whoop! Shit. I did not expect that. Oh yeah, but that getting up from the ground so quickly takes its toll. You feel a sudden dizziness and notice a tremendous pain caused by the concussion from falling down the shaft. I hope that damn film is worth it, Helen. Alright. A stack of newspapers dating back to the beginning of the decade. One of them might mention Edward Keller, but you have neither the time nor the will to find out. It's full of bound newspapers, encyclopedias, dictionaries, nothing you feel like reading at the moment. You consider the possibility of climbing onto the shelf in order to get to the ceiling, but the edge of the hole would be too far away for you to reach it. Yeah, also we can use the stairs, because that is even further to the roof than the shelf. File cabinet. The label on the middle drawer has the word collaborators written on it. Bill Eastman's address should be listed inside. Yeah, closed. Shit. Desk. Documents, newspaper clippings, the occasional book, and a typewriter have been gathering dust since Stephen Talbot razed the building with his bulldozer. You look at each and every one of the trays on the desk. A small key under several newspaper clippings catches your eye. Alright. Hello? Anybody here? Through the hole you hear a strong water current, which makes you think that the drain flows directly into Serena's sewer system and not into a pipe. Oh, damn it. Despite not being screwed in, the grate won't budge. You might not be strong enough to lift it. Damn! But that was... And that was an echo. We probably heard it like from somewhere else, you know. Because sound moves in mysterious ways. Whoa, okay, whoa, no. No, 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 no. Did you see that, Alan? You'd swear you saw something, wouldn't you? That's why you turned around, because you felt a presence down here. Oh. It's the first supernatural thing. Let's see. Bill Eastman. You browse through the documents in alphabetical order. Here it is. Bill Eastman. Bell Street 14, Wade Creek. Okay. Alan? Are you out there? Rick? Down here. I drove by and saw you going into Talbot's old repair shop. Then I lost track of you. You can climb up here, can you? You have to give me a hand. Jack Morton has one of those rope ladders. I'll ask him for it. Shit. Where would I go? It's just a figure of speech. Mind your step. The ground is not stable. I'm a cop, Alan. Safety is the most... Rick? Are you okay? Damn, god damn it, Jesus H. Christ. Can you move? Yes, I believe so. Who would have thought that being overweight would save me from breaking my back? My fat ass has cushioned the fall. Should I help you get up? No, don't worry, I can do it. Here goes. I think I missed a line. Something about don't go anywhere. Fuck, it hurts all over. The old Serena Gazette. This place gives people the creeps. Why? A few months before the high school fire, a teenage girl was working as an intern there. She had a relationship with the editor of the Gazette. That son of a bitch with a minor. The guy got tired of the relationship and fired the girl. She used to come around here, but that guy gave her the runaround. The poor girl couldn't think of anything else to get his attention then. Well, blackmailing him with taking her own life. And she went too far. Such a shame. She was only a teenager. You have kids, Ellen? No. Do you? A daughter. She doesn't talk to me. Well, she yells at me, but that's not talking. Anyway, months after the suicide, the editor of the Gazette began to say that he could hear the girl moaning, you know. Soon the word spread that this building was haunted. You believe that story? No, but the townspeople do. You might hear that Talbot destroyed the building because of rent troubles and whatnot, but that bastard tore down the repair shop because he was afraid of what was going on here. That's what happened. How's that sound? I'm sick of being here. Let's find a way out. Yeah, let's get to work. Let's look at the printing press. Since it was founded, all editions of the Serena Gazette were printed at Wade Creek. Having its own printing press was too expensive for such a small print run. Everything changed in 1964 when the Gazette's owner found a rickety work print T423 in Wade Creek landfill. Stephen Talbot's hands worked their magic and every issue has been printed at this location ever since. You don't need to print anything, and even if you did, unfortunately there's no electricity in this place. A map. You've taken Serena's map out of your jacket so many times that you practically know all the streets and places by heart. You already have a smaller and more practical one. There's another grate. Maybe the duct behind the grate will take you to another part of the building. It would be nice to find out. 4 screws hold the air duct grate securely in place. So maybe we need to go up this staircase? There's no way to get out here, is there? No, debris blocks the exit. Sorry for my reading, but it's so much here. If we're going to be here for a while, we could do like the Count of Monte Cristo. Do you have a spoon? No, I left it in my coffee cup. Oh man. The first few steps are intact. From there, the debris accumulates until it blocks the only exit leading to the outside. Okay. I mean, it feels like I should have everything I need for this puzzle here, because otherwise you wouldn't design the game as I played it so far, you know, there's no way to get really stuck. If you help me move the shelf, I might be able to get to the edge of the hole. We won't be able to move it. Why? Behind the books, you see those couple dozen screws going through the bookshelf? They are screwed into the wall. You wouldn't have happened to have a screwdriver, would you? No. Okay, I get it. We need a screwdriver. Okay, but I don't have one. Poster. The Serena Gazette was founded in 1912. Its first article was about the collapse of the old Lloyd mine, where more than 18 miners lost their lives. Since then, and due to the continuous misfortunes that plagued the town, the section reporting such incidents grew larger with each issue. If you had to walk across the hole, you could use it as a plank, but not to access the hole in the ceiling. Any ideas, Mr. Screenwriter? I'm on it. Ugh. Can't do it. Can you give me a hand? Of course. Oh, come on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we did it. We have no choice but to get in there, right? Not unless we grow wings and fly out of that hole. Once we get to the sewers, it shouldn't be too hard to get out of there. Well then, after you. Quiet, Ellen. Did you hear that? Yeah, I've heard it before too. I don't think we're alone in here. For heaven's sake! What? Oh! Oh my god! Ellen, jump! What? See? I didn't need your help to climb up. I'm a man of action. I asked you if you wanted help because I saw that you were having a hard time getting out of the water. I don't know what's going on with me, but my heart is beating out of my chest. You saw the same thing I did, didn't you? I know I saw something that couldn't possibly have been there. It was ghosts, Ellen. We're having the same hallucinations as the people of Serena. I told you it's because of the water. I have not drunk Serena's water. No? What about the coffee you had at the police station? I ran out of bottled water and made coffee with tap water. Oh, Bowen. And we both had the same hallucination? Because you saw what I saw. A woman, right? Yes, fuck yes! Shit, Ellen. I'm just trying to make sense of all of this. I know, Rick. I'm racking my brains too. And why are you so calm? Oh shit, Ellen! What's wrong with you? My heart! It feels as if it's jumping out of my chest. I'm having a heart attack. What? Oh damn. Oh damn. Calm down. It must be an anxiety attack. You wouldn't dare leave me stuck here with a corpse, would you? Knock it off. You're a Hollywood screenwriter, not a doctor. Shit. Lean back against the wall. Easy, little by little. Now what? Breathe in deeply, hold your breath for a few seconds, and exhale gently. Have you ever had an anxiety attack? No, but I work in the movie industry. I see them very often. Keep it up. Breathe in deep. Keep it up. Feeling better? I think so. No, I don't know. Hey, Ellen. At Wade Creek, I've seen it all, believe me. Things that would scare anyone. I've been trained to keep a cool head at all times, but this... I felt an overwhelming fear. This is not like me. I've never experienced this feeling in my life. Tell me about it later, okay? Right now, you need to calm down. Don't think about anything. Try to keep your mind blank. Yes. In the meantime, I will try to find us a way out of here. Ellen. Yeah? If I don't make it out of this, tell my daughter that I love her very much. I know I should have spent more time with her, and her name is Claire Bowman. She lives in Wade Creek, and you'll tell her yourself. Now you know. Mind blank. Okay? Yes, mind blank. Oh, sorry for not reading this perfectly. It's just... Ugh. A series of switches inside control the lighting of this part of the sewer. It is locked. Ugh. The rain falling incessantly on Serena causes the level of the sewers to rise steadily. You've already been there. You don't want to dive back into that water. Did we miss a line? Because we started in the middle of conversation. And I don't know whether that was like intentional to kind of make it a little bit funny or not. Okay, so we got a door here. Behind the ventilation grill is an air duct large enough for one person. Oh, shit. The grill would yield were it not secured by a single screw on the lower right side. Yeah, I know! We need a screwdriver. Jesus. A metal door corroded by humidity and the passage of time provides access to another part of the facilities. That's close. The door is locked from the inside. Okay, so we didn't find anything here. So let's see what is here on the other side. Oh. There used to be an access hatch there that was connected to Caldecott Street. Nobody knows why the entrance was bricked up. Ooh. There's no way to access it unless you are equipped with a good pickaxe and plenty of time. The uniform belongs to Billy Green Hickey, the Wade Creek Sewer Maintenance Service Officer. A year ago, he was sent here to perform a visual inspection of the conditions of Serena's subterranean infrastructure. He never returned home. That's creepy. A screwdriver protrudes from one of the pockets. Ah. Okay. It's a warning sign to sewer workers. It warns of possible wall collapses in this area. You make a mental note to make your way carefully through the sewer and keep an eye on any possible signs of cave-in. I don't think we need to worry too much because this game is very linear. I think there's no way out of... Rick? Rick! Damn it, where did he go? Oh no, yeah. Oh! Rick? Are you there? Oh, that's creepy. Oh no, not Rick. He seems like okay. The flat tip of your screwdriver is too large to fit into the Phillips screw. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can we use it with that one? Ah, at least something. You find another screwdriver inside. This time it's a Phillips screwdriver. Are you fucking kidding me, developers? What is this? Huh? Huh? April Fool's was yesterday in my timeline. This is not funny. You don't think you'll use the other one anymore, so you replace it with this one. You cheeky bastards. Good lord. Oh my god. It's kind of hilarious, but also, how dare you? Alright, Alan. Get in there. You hold in your hand the screw you just removed. You pocket it. Okay, we got one screw. Why did we throw away the screwdriver? That's such a handy tool. Oh no. What's that noise? Are you listening to me? Wake up. What's going on here? Who was that? Oh! Rick? Damn it! I'm talking to you! What the? I said wake up. He looks like Gollum. Oh, Rick. Tell me, did you bring one of those monsters with you? What? What is this bullshit? Did you do this? Get me down from here. I'm in office of the law, you fucking asshole. Don't yell at me. I can't stand being yelled at. Oh, yeah? I can't stand being hanged like an animal either. Put me the fuck down. You're in big trouble, motherfucker. I don't think so. Nobody's going to find out, you know. Just like they never found out what happened to that maintenance guy. Just a sec. What are you going to do? I can't feed on rats forever, you know. You're going to eat me, you son of a bitch? I've got to survive down here. One can no longer stay on the surface. It's full of monsters up there. They make you feel a terrible fear until you die of a heart attack. Like Christian Murray. Those monsters won't get me down here. I swear by all that's holy if I get down from here, the only thing you're going to eat is my fist. Nothing personal, Chief. I wish there was another way, but if someone has to live, I'd rather it be me. Bob Wells has been living in the sewers for a year. Apparitions like the ones you witnessed a few minutes ago undermined his sanity. Since then he believes he is safe from them down here. Okay. Rick does everything he can to escape the situation, but it is impossible. Living in the sewers, feeding on rats and occasionally humans is not incompatible with keeping this place moderately tidy. I just want to look at everything first before I do anything. The rope from which Rick is hanging like a carcass in a slaughterhouse is tied to that pipe. You can't get closer without attracting Bob's attention. Doing that could have unforeseen consequences for you and Rick. I think, look, there's pots and pans. From time to time, Bob Wells will venture beyond its limits, specifically to a small landfill near the sewer inlets. There he stocks up on pots, pans, and frying pans, so he can cook the only things he considers edible down here. Rats, other clueless animals, and any people unlucky enough to get within his reach. So, throw this. What was that? Must have been a damned rat. I'm sick of feeding on them. Do you understand now why I'm doing this? Shit. Okay. Oh my god. Bob was cooking his usual dinner when, to his surprise, he discovered that he could switch up the menu. The stench of waste and decay emanating from the rat prevents you from getting closer to it. In the drum, several vegetables that even a fasting rat wouldn't eat float in more than 5 gallons of constantly boiling water. Everything indicates that Bob prefers to boil his victims rather than grilling or frying them. You will burn your hands if you try rocking the drum until you knock it over. If you're thinking of kicking in it, consider first whether you have the strength to knock over a drum loaded with more than 5 gallons of water. Bottles! On days like this, Bob Wells usually collects the rainwater that seeps through the manhole covers on the asphalt. Otherwise, he makes do with the water running down the sewer. You wonder how he can still be alive with no apparent symptoms of cholera or dysentery. Yeah, the body is a wonderful thing. Okay, water bottle. We can't leave him, right? One reasonable approach would be to go outside and ask for help, but by the time help arrives, it may be too late. You decide not to leave Wick behind. Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Why do we have to... Was this just for storytelling purposes? You're not thinking of putting out the fire with gasoline, are you? No, I thought... Who do you intend to help, Rick or Bob? More than half a liter of contaminated water for Bob Wells' consumption. Ew. You cannot combine these two objects together. Okay. Pipe. It is just one of hundreds of pipes that snake through the Serena sewer system. The wheel turns perfectly despite some resistance from all the accumulated rust. Although it won't do any good, that valve is not working anymore. Okay. There's a rat. Do you hear the sound of boiling water, Chief? I believe that in a couple of minutes the stew will be ready. It's only missing the main ingredient. You're running out of time, Alan. If you intend to save Rick, do something now. Yeah, okay. What? Impossible! The water stopped boiling. I'm going to see what's going on. Don't go anywhere, okay? Son of a bitch! What the fuck is going on here? Rick? Alan, come on and tie me, hurry up! Yeah, be fast, be fast! What the hell? But how? Surprise, motherfucker! No one step further, you fucking degenerate! Hey, 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 okay, language, please. Watch out, Rick, he's got a machete! And I have a gun! What do you mean by that? Drop the knife, you degenerate cannibal! You're not taking me back to the surface! I'd rather die than... Blop! You're quite the marksman. Ugh, I was pointing at his shoulder. And you, hands up! What are you going to do with him? What I would like to do with him would land me in jail. All I know is that I don't want to have this scum around. I call the guys at Red Creek and have them take him down there. You're lucky, you son of a bitch. You're going to eat normal for once in your life. I said you're not going to take me to the surface. Shut up. I should have slit you open while I had the chance. Yeah, that's the best thing to say to a police guy who just has a gun pointed at you. Look, you've just exhausted my patience. That's it. What are you doing? Is that necessary? What? Hitting him with the butt of the gun and knocking him out? I wouldn't have done it if he had only run a stop sign with his car. He wanted to fucking eat me. What you just did is called police brutality. Do you think I'm an LA copper? Do you want to bust my balls? Because if you are going to bust my balls like this guy did, I can hit you with the butt of my gun too. Relax, will you? I'm relaxed! I see, I see. It's all over now, so take it easy. We can get the rope. Fuck Alan. Nothing affects you? How can you be so cold? I don't know. I'm just like that. Alright, I'm calm. And, sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but thanks for saving my life. No problem, Rick. Forget about it. I found an exit to the surface. It's in that room. Really? Great. I stay here and tie up the cannibal with that rope before he wakes up. Oh, no rope for us. Do what you have to do. I see you later, okay? There are some things we need to talk about. What things? Well, the kind of stuff people like this hick are saying. They're right, Ellen. Serena is haunted. You know what, Rick? I think I'll stick with your theory about the polluted water. It is far more rational than accepting we have seen something supernatural. Think whatever you want. I know what I saw. And so do you. We'll talk about it later, okay? Be careful. Ghosts, cannibals. What next? I don't want to know. You look around while breathing heavily so your lungs will fill with clean air as quickly as possible. A plaque on one of the buildings indicates that you are on Serena's main street. Jenny's fashion. Jenny Andrews dressed generations of boys for the prom. A week before the fateful Clark Morgan High School fire, Jenny received all the suits that the boys would wear on one of the best nights of their lives. Jenny couldn't bear such a tragedy. She cried every time she saw all those clothes on the hangers and ended up shutting down her business. It's been closed ever since. The clothes and accessories inside have been collecting dust for 15 years. No one has set foot inside Jenny's fashion since it closed. Do we want to go? No! I want to just look. What's that door? There's barely enough light inside to perceive any shapes, but you hear the occasional cat meowing. Knocking on every door to get information about Keller is not the most rational course of action. Alright. There's more missing posters. Mary Elizabeth Hellman's posters taped to the shutter of O'Connell's old hardware store have withstood the elements for more than a decade. Man. Me and pronunciation. Matt Freely has been hogging the WK107 phone line for some time now, shutting out those who also want to provide some insight into Sarah Jordan's disappearance. Matt Freely talks non-stop. You can barely hear what he's saying. Okay. Then we have a drugstore. Oh. There's a small TV station in Wade Creek that fills its schedule with public domain films. It is not unusual to tune in and run into classics like Night of the Living Dead or Carnival of Souls. In the ad, Barbara Stanwyck says that Emma cigarettes are the only cigarettes her doctor recommends. On the counter are several weights from an old scale. Oh my god. You pick up the smallest one without Paul Collins noticing. Damn! Cheeky. You have always been fascinated by these places that sell both healthy and harmful products side by side. You notice that the design of the tobacco packages does not belong to this decade. Gum dispenser. As a child you used this type of machine a lot. You enjoyed the ritual of putting in the penny and being surprised by the color you got more than you liked actually eating them. Given that there have been no children in Serena for over a decade, and that they were the only ones who came to buy chewing gum, these must be hard as rocks. Inside the display cases at the counter, you can see bottles of liquor, sodas, marmalade, jars, and nuts. You haven't eaten anything since you woke up in the cell at the police station, and by now you should be hungry. But eating is the last thing on your mind right now. Oh, there's a clock. The clock stopped running at 3 o'clock on April 24th, 1981. Paul Collins was grateful not to have to listen to the monotonous ticking of the clock hands in the silence of his establishment. You could tell Paul Collins to set the clock correctly, but he's probably aware of it already and has little interest in doing so. Magazines. The dusty magazine section has issues that were already old before you were born. Several pulp magazines catch your eye. Scary tales. You read a paragraph. Armed with courage, Rachel reached for the doorknob. Her daughter's screams faded as the door opened. Fearful of losing her again, she pushed the door with all her might and was met again by that massive stone figure. It can't be! Who broke you into 1,000 pieces? Before fainting, Rachel thought she saw a hint of a smile on his stony face. Not bad. For a moment you picture yourself at your desk writing a similar scene where the figure doesn't appear when the door is opened, and instead Rachel discovers it behind her after having unsuccessfully searched the room. Alright. Well, Paul Collins. Paul Collins has closed the shutters of the only business open today in Serena since 1956. Neither did his father, since it first opened in 1927. He's never left the town and knows no life outside of the counter. And for him, that's more than enough. Hello? We have a deputy as far as I could see. Oh man, he looks like the man, the father in Alf. Yes, my name is Alan Goldberg. Paul Collins. Pleased to meet you. Like, from the TV show Alf. And then, oh man, I don't even know. Willy was it the name in the German version. I don't even know whether it was the same name in the English one. But yeah, okay, whatever. I think this is the first open establishment I've seen. And the only one. The owners of the few businesses that remained have either passed away or left Serena. The locals didn't care much. Repair shops? No one leaves this town, not even to go to Wade Creek. Clothes? They make do with what they already have. As for food, I have everything here. There are also a couple of farms in case anyone craves meat or eggs. Does the name Edward Keller sound familiar? Yes. A weirdo who wanted to shoot a movie here. He died of a heart attack before finishing it. I think that's what happened. I never cared much for him. I'll take a look around the store. Perfect. Okay. Well, actually, I looked at everything. Oh, medicines. Traditional home remedies and products from laboratories coexist on the shelf. You don't see any medicine you want to buy. If you think the store is cramped, you should see the warehouse. There's no sign forbidding access to non-employees, but you don't need one to let you know you can't go in there, right? So we gotta wait. Okay, that is such a weird collection that we have amassed here. Okay, so, I guess that's it. And exit. Okay, ooh, I think it's time to end this episode here. Man, we saw first ghost. How cool is that? Next, I want to go to the church in the next episode, and then we also can visit Bill. So we have quite a lot ahead of us. There's another crow. I like how this is racking up. In a way, that's funny. So I played the excavation of a Hop Sparrow, and I think the developer actually suggested this game in a thread of other games like excavation of Hop Sparrow that they really liked. And I think it is a completely different story, but the pacing is quite similar in that it has a very not slow beginning, but that at the beginning you get to know the characters, the game mechanics, the world. You know, there's a lot of world building, a lot of who is Alan really, how does he interact with people in his life, what is his life, you know, what are his motivations, and then, you know, there's nothing supernatural, there's just hints, bits and bobs here and there, you know, even though it's plays within the horror community, there's not a lot of supernatural talk. And the only thing, you know, the first time you then meet the Helen woman, the rich woman, that's, I think, the first time when you really get the first glimpse of something actual, creepy, supernatural happening. But even there, it's just more of a myth. And then you get into this town, you know, and that's when suddenly things start happening. And we're into hour 4 or 5, I think, of the whole playthrough. I think we might have 1 or 2 episodes left. And I enjoy this kind of telling because it depends on the ending, of course. I'm a big fan of go big or go home. You know, to have like a game, spend a lot of time slowly introducing you to the world and just giving you little bits and pieces and then suddenly go wild. And I feel like this game could really deliver on that. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I also slowly but surely get a little bit more enamored with Alan under these circumstances. He, you know, just the fact that he refused to abandon Rick, for example. He's a nice dude, you know, actually. So yeah, he's kind of an asshole, but also a nice asshole in a way. Yeah. What do you think? Did you think it was like, what's your theory on the witch? And who do you think the ghosts are? Because we saw 2. So I think the first ghost was really just the hanged girl, and the question is whether this is tied to Keller or not. And then the second ghost, that seems to be like that seems to be connected to Keller, because that was like a black weirdly like fuming, shadowy woman. That was really, really scary. And because the hand girl looked more like a ghost, you know, a forlorn ghost. But that black, foggy monster woman thing, that looked like it could actually hurt us. So I think that's related to Keller. So I'm open to theories from your side, if you have any. So far, I'm kind of still... I think we don't have enough information yet to fully know what happened. Like, I don't have an actual big theory here. Just that Keller did the movie, or is trying to make the movie. Maybe he even already did it, because what he wanted to do with the book was to kind of turn it into a movie, because he said, I think the visuals can also create the same function that the book can, which is kind of transporting you to a different plane of existence, or maybe showing you things that don't exist in this world, but also conjuring up things. And I think the fact that people have hallucinations here is maybe because basically the book, and maybe also the movie, they open up the typical cosmic horror, the usual cosmic horror thing, where they open up a rift in reality to let in other things, or even to let people experience what is kind of parallel to our world, like ghosts and demons and whatnot. But people can see it here, you know? Yeah, cool. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time. Bye. This is my self-recorded outro song, so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.